They made my shop feel so tiny. So what's up YouTube? We just came back from the M&R headquarters, and man, I have not ever in my life seen so many screen printing presses all in one spot. Not little tiny ones like the one I have right here. I'm talking about humongous ones. Alright, this is how y'all started. M&R seen some of the videos that we have been creating, right? And I'm assuming they liked them because they invited us over. So they're like, hey, we would like to fly you over, and I'm just kidding. We drove there. They're like 30 minutes away from our shop. Our house, same thing, right? But before we go more into detail, let me give you a small intro who M&R is. Let's go. M&R is a screen printing manufacturer that specializes on creating screen printing equipment, such as the manual press you just seen, automatic presses, conveyor dryers, and so many more stuff. And if I'm correct, they started in the 1985 to now being one of the top leading manufacturers in the whole industry. That's crazy, right? From a garage to being one of the top leading manufacturers in the whole industry. That's amazing. And before you start saying, oh man, this is boring. No, you have to understand that screen printing has different levels. And if you want to upgrade your shop, you're gonna have to upgrade your equipment. And the screen printing equipment is not cheap. So that's why learning from your manufacturer is essential. And not just when it comes to equipment, also when it comes to like materials, garments, inks, and so many more other stuff. And just so you can have a better picture of what I'm trying to say, I'm gonna give you an example of 3 different levels. Let's go. The beginner level. And this is the press that I started with. A press like this is good only in the beginning, to understand and to know the basic fundamentals of screen printing. It's good to get your feet wet, but when it comes to providing great quality stuff, you really can't provide it with this press. Now, if you want to learn more about this press, I did do a full YouTube video. I'm going to put it in one of these corners. And since we're already talking about the beginner level, we're giving away a screen printer starter kit to one lucky subscriber. Thanks to Screen Print Direct, of course. It's the 3rd starter kit that we give away this year, and hopefully it's not the last. All you gotta do to enter is drop your favorite color in the comments, and we'll announce the winner in our next video. And make sure to watch the video all the way to the end, because it helps our channel grow. And hit that like button, because it motivates me to keep pushing more content. Now let's continue with the video. The manual level, and this is where I'm currently at right now. And in this level, the equipment starts to get a little bit more expensive, but you could provide way better quality at a faster rate. And I'll be very honest, you can honestly make a pretty decent living with a press like this. The automatic level, and this is where things start to get a little bit more expensive. Just a starter for something like this goes from 50K to like 200K, and that's the startup. Crazy, huh? So that's why it's essential to learn your manufacturers from the start. Essential. Actually, I was gonna say important, but essential has been on like the tip of my tongue ever since COVID started, because everything was essential. And I'll be honest, an automatic press, it's a lot of printers' dream, because you can easily print between 400 to 600 shirts an hour. On top of that, the quality is still there, and it's less fatigueness on the printer's body. Whenever I have huge orders that have multicolor prints, at the end of the order, the end of the day, I'm already feeling all fatigued, tired, and sometimes even sore. With an automatic press, a lot of things do go a lot smoother and a lot faster. But not anybody can just afford an automatic press from the start. You actually need the business and the customers to provide the press, to have the press working, spinning. Let's say you get 2 orders a week. How are you going to pay that press? You need orders and customers and business to maintain that press running. If that makes any sense. Now let's continue with the tour. And I didn't get to record as much as I wanted to, because our actual goal wasn't to go over there and create content. I guess they invited us to get to know us, to chat, and of course to show us who M&R is. So me and the wife went with a different mentality to learn, and of course to see how a press is made behind the scenes. And you know, M&R has a humongous warehouse, and they have so many departments. So things were a little bit overwhelming. We were amazed, and of course it was a great experience. But we did get a lot of good clips though. So I look at my GPS and it says a minute away from your destination. So I look up and boom, the M&R sign, you can see it from like a mile away. I'm just kidding, but you can see it from far. And as soon as we pull up, you know, to the parking lot, we go to the front desk and we check in, and they give us a little ID thing with your picture in it. Makes you feel kind of special. But the thing that caught my attention was their display, their front display room. Man, it's beautiful. Check it out. Pretty nice, huh? Then right away we met with Thomas. Thomas is the marketing director. Shout out to him. He's the one that actually walked us through the whole facility and broke down each department. And of course we didn't get to record each department, but it is beautiful to see everything built from scratch. So the whole warehouse is like a big U shape. First they start with the raw material, then it gets welded, it gets painted, then they assembled it together. And after that, it gets tested, it gets packaged, and of course, they ship it out. We got to see a huge CNC machine cut down like a big old shaft. And I'm not even sure if shaft is the right word to use, but it's a big metal thing that was getting cut up. And right next to it, or in front of it, is a welding station. And we didn't go so into detail with the welding station, but all I could see is that they have like a robot that is welding for them. Also, they do a lot of manual welding, so that's why they had a lot of little sections of welding stations inside of the welding shop. And right next to it, it was a painting station. And what they did, they'll grab the parts and they'll cover them with some type of powder, then they'll throw them in the oven. And I really don't know what they were using, but the type of chemical that they were using was to prevent the material, the parts, from getting rusty. And after that, things go to the assembly lines, and that's where you start connecting all the things together. You start building that press up or the exposure unit or whatever they were making. And when they're done, you know, they'll take them to like the testing areas. I seen that they do a bunch of testings. They test their conveyor dryers, they test the automatic machines. After, I guess, the stuff is approved, then they'll start to create them up and ship them out to wherever they gotta go. We also got to see this huge DTG printer that they created. And yeah, it's huge. Check it out. Pretty beautiful, huh? But anyway, shout out to the whole M&R marketing team. Thank you guys for having us over there. You guys were awesome. And we are so grateful that you guys gave us the opportunity to learn who M&R is. And if you guys want to learn more about them, I'm going to put all their information in the bio. Once again, everybody, thank you for the love and support. Have a beautiful day, and God bless. Oh, and make sure to watch our next video so you guys can know who the starter kit winner is. Okay, now I'm out. God bless.
There's no tack, right? So there's no stickiness, there's nothing, and then when you take it off, you just pull it off, you know. So, which is nice, and you can see there's a little bit of a covering on it that keeps the shirt stable so it doesn't slide around. But it's a really neat innovation made by a developer of ours in Livingston Systems. So the first thing they do when the way the stages go and the way it works, we got a heat press in station 1.